tariff on Chinese imports, and it will go into effect it'll go into effect on November 1st. Trump claiming the Chinese forced his hand, saying that these new tariffs come in response to China's aggressive position on trade. So for more on this, I want to bring in ABC's Christian Cordero. And Christian, what more do we know about these tariffs?
Well, the trade war between the U.S. and China, Alex, of course, has been going on for many months now. It was one of the focal points of the administration when it came to changing the tariff policies, the trade policies in the U.S. But most recently, just yesterday, China announced new restrictions on rare earth minerals, and that really kind of set the ball in motion as to what has happened in the past day or so. We saw President Trump criticize that, threaten tariffs, and immediately saw stocks act accordingly, which we'll get to in a minute. But really, when it comes to the announcement itself, imposed on allegedly November 1st, as far as the president has announced today, he says that it is in response to China's extraordinarily aggressive position on trade, related to export controls, and said that China sent letters to around the world threatening to impose export controls on each and every element of production having to do with rare earths. Rare earth minerals are used for things like semiconductors, computer-related resources. And he also, interestingly enough, said that there's no way China should be allowed to hold the world, quote-unquote, captive, which critics note that is essentially what President Trump has been doing with a lot of the upheaval around trade policy here. So much to be seen, Alex, as far as, what happens next. But the truce that we have had with China is set to expire in less than a month. The two leaders were set to talk in a couple of weeks in South Korea, and that seems to be in limbo right now.
Hypocrite.
For a home life that is exciting.
We have been able to confirm that we do have 19 souls that we're looking for. So, excuse me, I ask you to keep in mind those families. This is probably one of the most devastating sites, I think. Sheriff Kraft and I was talking about. It's probably been one of the most devastating situations that I've been on in my career. As far as the scene goes, we do feel that the scene is secure. We have ATF, FBI that are handling the scene as far as the investigative part, trying to figure out and recreate or figure out what actually happened to cause this. Do I see a short-term explanation? No. Do I see us being here for many days? Yes, I do see that. We've got we've got the bomb squad from Metro Bomb Squad here. I don't really want to get in to start naming all the agencies. I'm scared I'll miss somebody. We've got TBI, Bomb and Arson here. They're all working together. It's one of the things that I'm very happy to see is all of these agencies. It's not just one, but we've come together and we're making the very best team effort that we can to move forward. Please keep in mind that these families, and I've said it up front, I said it to start with, that's where our thoughts and prayers need to go right now. And we've just got to take one day at a time or 1 hour at a time. We're processing things. We're finding out more information. We're trying to figure out, maybe the cause of this. There's not going to be a short explanation for that. I know I'm may have repeated myself there a little bit. Forgive me, but we're all tired and trying to put together the best effort we can and remember the families and who we're working for. I do want to touch on Accurate Energetic. They are here with us. The facility's here with us. They have discontinued operations. They're focusing on their families, their employees. They're focusing on the next things that they need to do to try to make everything best for their people. We have been able to